What's going on, everyone? My name is Josie Reynolds, and today joining me is a man that if you've watched the PFL, you should already recognize him already. Got the win on the 2022 playoffs and on the PFL Challenger Series in 2022. He's back again in 2023 to get another win in Agaby's toughest test as a pro yet. How are you feeling for this fight, buddy?
Hey, how's it going, Joe? It's a pleasure to be here with you. I'm feeling great, man. As usual, I never stopped training. They gave me the call a couple of weeks ago, and I'm very excited and I'm happy. I'm feeling great. I just got down to Mexico to do some training over here, work on my striking, and I feel good. Everything is good. Life is good.
100%. And likewise as well to be joined by yourself, obviously. Taking a look at this fight, it's your toughest test on paper, but you've been able to deliver on each fight that you've had so far. But how are you feeling for this fight when taking a look at your opponent?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling pretty confident, and when I say confident, I don't feel cocky or nothing like that. I'm just trusting my skills and my hard work that I put every day. As David Evans, I've seen him train before and fight, and to be honest, you said he's my toughest opponent so far, but I don't think he's nothing special. He's a well-rounded fighter, but nothing that I never seen before. I train at Extreme Couture, and I train with some of the best fighters in the world. So I'm just doing what I do. I'm not taking it lightly. I'm doing my training, my diet, everything, just everything that I do for every fight. But as the matchup, just very excited. I think it fits well my fighting style, and I have no doubt that we're gonna come out with the W.
100%. And when you do sort of take a look at the momentum that you have at the moment, obviously undefeated with another win here, that'll be 3 wins with the PFL. For this year, what do those goals look like and what are you looking to achieve in 2023?
Well, for this year, I'm just looking to stay as active as I can. Um, even if I get a great performance for this fight or a great knockout, I don't think the company is trying to get me into the season. For what I think is that they want me to get a little bit more experience. As you know, in paper, I don't have much experience, only 4 fights. But so my plans is to stay as active as I can, maybe get at least 3, 4 fights this year, and 100% be ready for the season 2024. Those are my plans.
100%. And when you're able to look at that format and look at the PFL seasons, knowing what's on the line, knowing where people have gone on to who won them in the promotion, how motivating is it to know that your own name could be a part of that in the future?
Oh my God, it's mind blowing in many different ways. Just from 2 years ago, being an amateur and fighting for many years for free, and now getting paid, getting the exposure, doing interviews with you guys. I know that being in the season, that and many other things are gonna come. And let's not talk about the $1 million, that's gonna change my life and my family's life, and also the impact that is gonna have in the Mexican mixed martial arts. I'm gonna get in there, being in the season and winning it is gonna open a lot of doors for kids and other fighters that come behind me with the same dream. That keeps me motivated every single day. And when I'm feeling down or tired, I just gotta remind myself that this is why I do it, and that keeps me alive.
100%. And when you are able to do that and you are fighting, obviously it seems as though you're not just fighting for yourself. You're fighting for your own country, obviously, to represent them and be a person that can really motivate and influence youth into MMA or whatever it may be. But in terms of having the chance to do that and knowing that your country's behind you every step of the way, what's that like as a fighter to see?
Well, sorry, what was your question?
So in terms of obviously, it seems as though you're not just fighting for yourself, you're fighting to influence and inspire your own country and the people that are coming up to show them what they're capable of doing. In terms of being able to have that opportunity to do so, what's that like for yourself?
Oh my God, it's It makes me, like I said, that's what keeps me motivated every day. Looking back, maybe today I was talking to one of my friends and I was looking on my Facebook and I was talking to Jair Rodriguez, El Pantera. I texted him maybe 7 years ago, and that was when I was an amateur living in Mexico. And I told him that I was so happy he was doing big things for the sport, and that everything that he was doing, he was it was making an impact on us young fighters that only had 1, 2 amateur fights. And now me being not in the same position, he's way ahead of me still. And but being in a position that now kids, like I used to text Pantera, now kids are texting me like, hey, keep doing what you're doing great for us, and you're doing whatever you're doing is helping us get to where we want to be, that's it makes me very happy. I never thought I was gonna be in a position like this, and now that I am, I just I feel like this is just the beginning. There is a lot of things that is still to get done, but that makes me happy and keeps me motivated.
Yeah, and then to look back on the fight that you've got coming up, obviously you've spoken about what you see coming up, but how do you see this fight playing out when you finally do meet each other in the cage?
This fight, I'm of course I see myself coming out with the W. It can be a knockout. It can be, if he wants to play in the ground, I'm always ready to scramble and catch the neck or something. I feel like this is a matchup and a fight that I can definitely finish. Of course, I'm never rushing. I'm never looking for submissions or knockouts. But the only thing I can tell you is that I'm coming out with a W. Either way, a knockout or submission or decision, that's fine with me. I just go out there and do my job. But the only way I see ending the fight is me coming out with my hand raised.
100%. And then when you take a look at your pro career so far, you're still really early on in your pro career, but you've shown a lot of skill and you've shown your ability, and this is why you are where you are, still really early on. But in terms of getting these opportunities so early on, obviously this will be your third fight representing PFL. How is this what you expected from your pro career so early on, or do you feel as though this has all come around really quick and you're able to bask in these sort of opportunities?
Yeah, like I told you, I turned pro maybe like almost 21 months ago. It's not even 2 years. And just to say that already my fifth professional fight is gonna be my third with PFL. Um Honestly, yeah, I never thought this early on in my career I was gonna have these opportunities. I was pretty confident that my skill set and everything that I do, I could be there, but I never thought I was gonna get the opportunity this early. Last year fighting in the Madison Square Garden for just only my fourth professional fight this early in my career. If you told me that maybe 3 years ago before turning pro, I'll be laughing and I'll be like, man, you're crazy. I don't think it's gonna work like that. I know I'm gonna get there, but not this early. But that keeps me just that makes me believe that everything that I'm doing, it's I'm going on the right path. I'm trusting the people. I have a really great team, and so when there is something, any opportunities, anything, we always sit down as a team and we talk about it. I'm never making decisions or rushing nothing. I always gotta look with my coaches and talk about it. I think that's what took me to where I am right now, having these great people around me.
Yeah, and in terms of, obviously you mentioned there, in terms of if people had told you 3 years ago that you'd be having your third fight with the PFL, only 5 fights in, that you think they were crazy. But now that you've experienced that and you know you've done these things that you didn't expect you'd do so early on, does it feel as though now, in terms of what's ahead for you, do you really feel as though it's the sky's the limit in terms of what you're going to be capable of in your pro career?
That's how it feels. Now I have to keep my feet on the ground, and doing what I'm doing. And don't be surprised. I won't be surprised if by 2024 I entered the season and everybody looks at me like this rookie, you know, what is he doing? He only has 7 fights. But don't be surprised if I'm able to get to the semifinals and then to the final, and everybody's gonna be like, "What the hell is going on? This is not what we expected." And I make it happen, you know. As you said right now, the sky is the limit, and now more than anytime, I believe more in myself, and I'm very excited for the future, man. I won't be surprised in if in 1 or 2 years I'm a champion in one of the biggest organizations.
100%. And then the final thing for myself is, if people are yet to hear your name just as of yet and what you're capable of doing in the cage, what does that look like moving forward?
For this fight or in general?
Just in this fight and then even beyond that.
You guys can expect every time I get into the cage, one of my biggest goals is I never forget that what we do is entertain people, you know. So I don't like to make boring fights. So every time I step into the cage, you can expect fireworks, entertainment, and only good things. You're gonna have fun. Bring your popcorn for this fight. And what you guys seen right now, what you guys seen so far in my fighting career, it's only a small part of what I'm able to do. I haven't been able to showcase what I'm really capable of in the cage. So you guys can expect a different new skill set for this fight. As every fight I'm able to like get a little bit more comfortable. As the rounds go, I'm able to get more comfortable in the cage, and so I feel for this fight, especially, I'm gonna be able to showcase everything that I've been working on for years.
President, though, that is everything from myself. Obviously, just like to take a chance, shout any sponsors, anything like that, teammates, coaches. Obviously, just feel free to go ahead.
Of course, first of all, I wanna thank and give a big shout out to my mom. She's my biggest support. Of course, my coaches, Hector Vasquez at Cobreña Jiu-Jitsu Las Vegas. My coaches and teammates at Extreme Couture. Here, my uncle, he's always in my corner, Cesar Palomera. And of course, all my friends from Las Vegas, here, Carretaderas, my family, everybody always supporting me. They already have their tickets to go to Orlando. They're gonna go see me fight over there. They went to Madison Square Garden in New York. So I'm blessed. Give big shout out to all my friends and family. They always support me. And you guys, media, the biggest platforms and everything, you guys bring the eyes into us. Without you guys, it wouldn't be possible, you know. So really thankful for taking your time and giving me the space.
Likewise as well. I appreciate your time very much. So it's greatly appreciated. But I'm sure everyone in media to be joined by the fighters like yourself, put everything on the line to entertain us. But I appreciate your time today very much. I look forward to seeing you next bout. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, brother. Nice to meet you.
You too, bud. Bye-bye.